Hey vinyl community, Joe here. I sell and buy on the Whatnot platform, and I've had the privilege of getting to know a lot of the other fellow buyers and sellers on Whatnot. And I've also actually had the privilege of meeting some of these buyers and sellers that live nearby me. I'm in Brunswick, Georgia, and a lot of these guys live down in Florida. And I actually travel down to Jacksonville about every 3 months to a record show. Um, and I've actually had the privilege of meeting these guys there. One particular is Brandon Finley. Brandon lives down in St. Glenn, Macclenny, Florida area. It's west of Jacksonville. And he's owned a record store called Bearded Vinyl since 2019. Been in that same location. And he's recently uh, opened a new store, moved into a new location. And his grand opening was this past Saturday, October 11th, 2025. And I was able to drive down there. I've been wanting to go to the store and just haven't. And when I found out that he was going to open a new store, I said, I'm going. So I drove down. It's about an hour and a half, not too far of a drive, about an hour and a half down there to the grand opening. I left here about 8:30 and got down there a little after 10 o'clock and had a really good time. Was down there for about 3 hours. I looked through everything that he had in the store. And I really like I said, had a really good time. There was a lot of people there. I was wanting to take more photos and video, but I didn't feel comfortable about taking a lot of pictures and video around people that I didn't know. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I didn't know if they would have a problem with it. But I plan on going back maybe during the week when there's not a lot of people there, so that I can take some more photos and video. But I am going to share some of the photos I did take. Had a really good time. Like I said, at the store. His wife Jennifer hand makes soap, and I told my wife that when I was going down there that I would pick her up a prize, you know. So I picked her up some of her handmade soap. This is cotton candy flavored whipped soap sugar scrub. I have no idea how to use this. I actually picked one of them up, smelled it, put it back, and broke one. So I actually broke. I owe Jennifer some soap. So I'm going to go back with my wife, and we're going to buy more. But anyways, my wife really likes it. But really neat stuff. Like I said, so guys, if you're in the area, you can go buy records, but also your wife can shop for some handmade soap as well. And also they were making t-shirts in the store. You could pick out t-shirts and stuff that you could make while you were shopping in the store. Pretty neat. But I consider Brandon a good friend, and I'm really excited for his new store. His new place looks great. I have no idea what the old place looks like because I've never been. But the new store is fantastic. Had a wonderful time digging through everything that he had to offer. I bought cassettes and records. So I want to show you some of the stuff that I found. First one is this is out of the bargain bin. Like I said, I go through everything. This is out of the bargain bin. This is J.J. Cale. J.J. Cale. This is Really. It's the title of this album. Big J.J. Cale fan. I don't have this in my collection, and this was in the bargain bin. Like I said, the cover's got some staining on it. But the vinyl is VG Plus. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's going to play fine. No issues with that. Second one is George Benson, In Your Eyes. Not a huge George Benson fan, but again, this was in the bargain bin. And I love guitar-driven jazz. And Benson can play the guitar. This is the last one that I picked out of the bargain bin because I think it was like three for $5 out of the bargain bin. Was Roy Buchanan, Loading Zone, and I don't know if this was in there by mistake or not, but the record is, I consider, excellent. It's on Atlantic. I'm a blues guy, And this thing is absolutely pristine. And if you don't know who Roy Buchanan is, look him up. Excellent guitarist. Died young. If you like Roy Gallagher, if you like Jimmy Page, I mean, on the same level as those guys. And I know that's talking highly, but I mean, I believe he is. Pick this up. Brandon's got a good friend of his, Freddie, who puts a lot of his stuff in the store as well. And you can tell if it's Freddie or not because it has a sticker on it. And I've seen a lot of different stickers, so I don't know if all of Freddie's stickers are these, but Freddie puts his stuff in the store. I saw this, John Lee Hooker. This is UK. It's on Ember. Not familiar with this, but I'm like I said, I collect mainly blues records, and I saw this. I mean, just look at that picture of John Lee. I had to buy it. Like I said, I just picked these up Saturday, so I haven't listened to any of these. So this is John Lee Hooker Sings the Blues. This is on Ember. Not familiar with this label. Never heard of them. But just iconic John Lee Hooker songs on here. Really looking forward to listening to this. This is the first of two Arhoolie. I collect the Arhoolie label. Great, blues. They got some Zydeco on here, but most of the titles I've got are the Delta Blues label, Delta Blues on the Arhoolie label. But this is Big Joe Williams' Tough Times, and this is an old one. It has this black on the back of it. I know the next one I'll show you doesn't have it because it's a later issue, but this is an early issue of it. Haven't listened to this one, but this is Big Joe Williams' Tough Times, and this is the title track on here, Sloppy Drunk Blues, Yo-Yo Blues. I like Big Joe Williams. This next one is on the Arhoolie label, and I'm not familiar with this gentleman, but I actually played this one in the store because I didn't know the guy. I didn't know the artist. And I like records that you can't stream. That when you look them up, they're not on Spotify, they're not on Apple Music, Amazon Music, or wherever you stream. Is Dave Alexander, The Dirt on the Ground. So I actually I put this on the turntable in the store and played it. And Brandon's wife, Jennifer, said, "Hey, I really like this." And Brandon said, "Are you going to get this?" Brandon asked me, "So are you going to get this?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to get it. I just wanted to listen to it." He said, "Yeah, if you weren't going to buy it, I was going to buy it. Or I was going to keep it." But yeah, it's on the Arhoolie label. I don't know what year this one is, but like I said, this is a later, because it doesn't have the black on this side. But usually anytime I see anything on this label, I scoop it up. And while I was at the store, I didn't have my Discogs open, scanning and looking up stuff. A lot of times I just go by the cover. If I know the title, I know the title. If I don't know the title, I want to try to play it. And he had a turntable in the store, so I played it. I liked what I was hearing, and I would have picked it up anyhow because it's the Arhoolie label. The next one is Mel Brown, Bigfoot Country Girl. And I already have this album, but I don't ever see Mel Brown. And anytime I do see him, I buy it. And this, other than the dust on this album, this thing's in excellent shape. It's got some paper scuffs on it. This is a quadraphonic album, but Mel Brown is an excellent guitarist, session guitarist, blues guy, played on all kinds of blues albums, jazz albums. Anytime I see his stuff, I buy it. And even if I didn't know who Mel Brown was, I mean, look at that cover. I would buy this cover just simply because of the cover. I think this is yeah, it is a gatefold. Got some great photos of Mel and the rest of the band in there. If you don't know who Mel Brown is, look him up. A lot of I know the Chicken Fat got reissued here recently, and you can get that one pretty reasonably. Chicken Fat's a great album. The Wizard is another one of his, is a good album. But yeah, look him up. Huge Peter Green era Fleetwood Mac fan. If you like the Stevie Nicks era, I'm happy for you. Usually if I find anything of the Stevie Nicks era, I buy it and then I pass it on to somebody that really likes it, because I like the blues era of Fleetwood Mac. And this is English Rose. The cover's got some splitting on it, but you know what? This is for me. I don't care if the cover's split or not. I did not have a copy of this, and iconic photo of Mick Fleetwood on the front cover there. Interesting fellow, but it's on the Epic label. Mike Vernon produced most of these early albums of Fleetwood Mac on that Blue Horizon. Blue Horizon is another label I collect, another blues label. Don't see them much of those albums of the Blue Horizon, but this is really happy to have this in the collection. This has got that fantastic song that Santana made famous, Black Magic Woman, that Peter Green wrote. But anyways, really happy to have that in the collection. And here's one. This was in the blues section. Don Covey. I don't know how to say his name. Saw this. Didn't know I didn't know who this guy was. Like I said, I wasn't looking up on my Discogs. Wasn't playing the song to try to figure out if I wanted it or not. I saw John Hammond. John Hammond plays harmonica and rhythm guitar on this. I love John Hammond. Great blues guy. Have quite a few of his albums. So I said, if John Hammond is on this, I know it's got to be good. And it's good. And this is on Atlantic. A beautiful copy. I think this is a 69. It's got some dust on it. It's got some surface marks, but it plays fantastic. This is really good. I'm looking for more of Don Covey. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but really looking forward to trying to find some more of his stuff. After looking him up briefly yesterday, he wrote a lot of songs. He's credited to a lot of songs. Aretha Franklin, I know Seesaw, I think is the one she sung. But he's wrote a lot of songs, and a lot of people have covered his songs. Also picked up some cassette tapes. Got Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. It's in really good shape. Grateful Dead. Anytime I see Grateful Dead cassettes, I buy them. Grateful Dead, American Beauty. We got REM, Automatic for the People. We got Van Morrison, Moon Dance. And last cassette that I picked up was Crash Test Dummies, The Ghost That Haunt Me. I believe this is, no, I thought it was a colored cassette, but it's not. I think the REM, yeah, the REM's yellow. The case is yellow. But yeah, had a really good time. Picked up a lot of cool records, cassette tapes. Plan to go back with my wife so I can pay for the broken soap container the broken soap jar that I destroyed. And he was giving away buttons, bearded vinyl buttons, and some of the stickers. He's got all kinds of merchandise, stickers, t-shirts. Really look forward to going back That's not the only thing I got. While I was there, he had, like I said, his grand opening was Saturday. He did not have all his stuff out in the store yet. Uh, Brandon's got all kinds of stuff, and this is why I got to go back, because while I was there looking around, he had a reel to reel, and I have a working reel to reel here, and then I have another one on this shelf over here that's not working. That I've been working on it. I haven't worked on it for quite a few months now, but I need to get it going. But he had this Sony reel to reel that I'm about to break. And we basically worked out a deal. I told him he was going to make me an offer on it. So, anyways, I told him, I said, well, man, I don't know what I'm getting into. How about this? How about I take it, clean it up, see if it works, and then I'll get back with you. And he said, sounds like a good deal. So he told me originally, he said, you make me an offer, you're going to walk out of here with it regardless. So, anyways, I picked this thing up. Like I said, I plugged it in today, put some tape on it. I haven't listened to it yet, but I got it working. There was some of the contacts were dirty. I cleaned them up a little bit, and the tape's playing, but I haven't hooked it up to a receiver yet. I'm really looking forward to playing this thing, but I'm really excited for Brandon. Beautiful area down there in Macclenny, Florida. Like I said, it's about an hour and a half away from me, so it's not far. It's not a far drive. Looking to going back here soon. I know at Christmas time they have a parade, and maybe we'll go down there for that. Maybe I'll go for Record Store Black Friday to his store. But really had a really good time, being there for the grand opening, seeing a lot of people, buying something for my wife. I broke something, but it just gives me an excuse to go back and buy something else from his wife, Jennifer. I believe her name's Jennifer. But like I said, really excited for Brandon. I'm going to put some photos with the video so that you can see some of the inside of the store. He's got some murals and a nice sitting area with an old vintage TV. I think he's going to have a Nintendo up there on the vintage TV. But he's got a nice little, he's got a nice store. I won't say little, but he's got a nice store. I think his old store was little. The new store is a perfect size in my opinion. But like I said, thank you for watching the video. Picked up some great stuff that I've cleaned all of them up now, re-sleeved them. Looking forward to playing them and enjoying them. And if you've never been on the Whatnot app, I encourage you. I'm gonna put a link in the description below. There's some great people on there, sellers that sell vinyl, that are passionate about records, that know how to grade records, that you can actually, some of them even have a setup kind of like what I have set up on mine, where you can hear soundboard quality of the records that you're playing, that you're potentially buying. So check out the app. There's some really good sellers on there. There's a lot of people that have bought from me in the past, and gotten to know them, and even like I said, gotten to meet some of these people in person, because there's people all over the United States, even some people overseas that are in the military that are selling they're selling records from Germany on Whatnot. Really great vinyl community, tight knit community that look out for each other, and I've really enjoyed it. I've been on there for about 2 years now. Really enjoyed it. But I just wanted to jump on here today just to celebrate Brandon Finley, Bearded Vinyl, down there in Macclenny, Florida. His grand opening. Share some of my recent finds, and look forward to going down there again. But thank you for watching. If you haven't already, give me a subscription, give me a thumbs up. Got some more things in lined up, but until then, I'll see you soon.